One of the other big four under how to decide what size your pond is what can my watershed support? What can my natural watershed support? I would say most of the ponds and lakes that we build are naturally supported by watershed, with the exception of a few. And I have one that is not supported by watershed. And there's some tricks and some different ways, and it doesn't mean that you can't have one, right? We just have to abide by some rules. The big thing is like, we've come out and we've done 3 acres, we've done watershed studies for a 3-acre pond, and having to come back and tell the customer, hey, like, based on what we understand about the amount of rainfall, how this thing is falling and where it's falling and how it's channeled into where or whatever, yeah, it's not going to support a 3-acre pond. And sometimes it's really heartbreaking, right? Because that's a size and they have it in their mind, and maybe they've seen some renderings that we've done, but watershed study doesn't lie, right? Is like, how do we obtain that? And there's ways to do it, right? Watershed is what the good Lord provides us in the way of rain and how it funnels off of the land surrounding into your pond. But the other way is to supplement it. In agricultural worlds, we most people will have agricultural wells, things like that. Well, those wells, when a properly built pond and a properly sealed pond, those wells can keep those ponds full during the rough times. This isn't something that we want to continually pump water out of the ground for, but they supplement it. So, if a customer wanted a 3-acre pond, we believe, the watershed, based on the study, would support a 2-acre pond, then we would suggest a solar well, with a float valve switch or something like that. There's a million ways to do it, but I think what we need to keep here in mind is like, what will my watershed support? And the next one is well, I need to incorporate other resources to get this thing to the level it needs to be. And that can be a well, that could be runoff, house runoff, that could be a lot of different things. But those are the very main things that you want to determine when you're sizing up a pond, right? We don't want to throw caution in the wind and go dig big holes, which that happens all the time, and we meet people like that all the time, and we work with people like that all the time. But at the end of the day, if we wanted to do it the right way, we would consider those things. I'm super grateful for the time. I'm super grateful for you and the opportunity to share something that we're completely passionate about. And always, let's dream up something together.